Auschwitz guards. As we walk by, the bodies grow large. As we walk by, the bodies grow large.
Everyone.
We're not Auschwitz guards. As we walk by, the bodies grow large. What we do to our homeless mate, we have no idea. The graves we create. We hear about homeless, we don't hear about the death count. It's everywhere. It's terrible. Human beings are dying.
Say that McNeil's Island is where we got to sort them, treat them like human beings. We are not Auschwitz guards. As we march by, the dead bodies grow large. And here we go walking, and we tell our mate,
Fucking bum steps to me. He's gonna meet his make. Gonna meet his make. We won't roll out mats. And the churches are locked.
They need me and you.
Where the hell did the churches go? Why don't they follow God?
Before we walk by the stripes, we never see. It's all fleeting. It's all fleeting. God bless. Peace. It's the only way. It's our only hope. Humanity. Humanity. Give the other man a break.
Can't turn our back on these human beings.
It'll come to back to you in grace.
There are no programs.
It's the only way to heaven these days.
There's maintenance till they
Do right
die.
now by the people.
Thinking about the homeless. Thinking about the homeless. The body bags are created without anybody knowing. Where are the people that are supposed to take care of them? Where are the human being, the churches, the community? Where's anybody? They're living in tents out in the rain. It's cold outside. We gots to refrain.
The hospital empty. Maybe 5 miles away from me. Empty. Beds. The main building is down Silverdale. But we don't have the staff to facilitate such a large maneuver of homeless. FEMA has not been called, even though it's an emergency. We walk by these people every day, seeing their pain and struggles. What drugs have taken away their families, their lives, everything they have, now consists on a $10 hit. Interesting. The government's plan. Kill off for overpopulation's sake. What a twisted plan. We need children, lots of children, to replace you and me, man. Who's gonna work? Who's gonna set up our retirements like we did for the generation before? No one. The plan, you will have nothing and be happy. I'm not happy, okay, with this plan. Let that sink in. The cure for the homeless is at hand. Right down the street in an empty hospital. It's such a shame, it's so obvious. I'm not a smart man, but I can see clearly. This is a plan. It is a plan. It is a plan. It is a plan to remove a section of the man. This Chinese bioweapon was brought in over a border to open to kill our youth. Oh yeah. Our vets are twisted. They close the mental hospitals. Why? You know why? You know why. The locals early that morning dropped off food. Mats rolled out. It's not okay to be outside. Find your mat. Ex-military. Step up. Off-duty policeman. Step up. Find out, let's see what that oath of yours was for. Back back to its core.
I have the solution to the homeless crisis.
All send down on the churches. Some sort of protection or a safety mechanism where the homeless are brought
A
in.
Camino of sorts.
A shower, a change of
Can talk
clothes,
about
a hot
it.
meal.
But I can't make people listen.
God is given.
I can't make
These
people
things
listen.
we must do. Risk you at the door. Sometimes help you through your journey with kindness from God.
Where's our humanity?
Get you cleaned up, get a hot meal, a nice bed to sleep
Everyone's
in.
so busy thinking of themselves, they
The story
forget
of
people
God
are
is
dying on
real.
our streets.
At this point, we are in charge when you walk in at night. We are in charge. So please stay silent as we give you hope. The stories of people that have passed through your system and ours. The working, the struggling. So here Jesus saves. It's quite a concept. So Jesus saves who? Okay, he saves everyone. You know, I threw over the tables in that square when they tipped him over the money and all that because they were in a spot that the people he was newly recruiting were supposed to stand. It was the only place they could stand. Basically what it was is there was certain spots marked out for certain people that you couldn't cross into the priest section, so they had one spot to stand. And he was like, what do you mean I'm bringing these masses in? There's no place for them to worship, right? But now you fast forward, you got homeless outside. Every church I see is empty, except for Sunday, maybe a couple other days. What the hell's wrong with that? Open the damn churches, set up the floors, roll out the mats, frisk them at the door, get these homeless indoors. Let's start being human beings and Christians again.
We are tired of coming here and sitting before you and asking you over and over and over again to do something to protect the very people that voted to put you in office. We are not going to sit here and ask you or beg you to do your job. We are demanding that you do what is right. We are in the middle of an emergency. This is an emergency. People are dying. Work for us. You work for us. And the people are demanding that you do what we ask.
A larger picture of this earth, of this state, of this country, of this land. If you understood both sides, man, you would be different. Your view would change take. You would see it from another way. Now, what I propose is a Camino of sorts. A safely protected area, not full of resorts, but places that you can march and walk along the way. I did Washington's Camino, and this is what I found out. This is my plans I made. I did Oregon's Camino, and this is how I saw it. Not only did I hit the big cities, but I also went through some forest. Seen the waterfalls, the beauty, the back door, the fishing, the industries that put this food on our plate. I seen it. I seen how hard they work. I know I could not do that job. And when you understand that, you'll understand the motto. Keep America great. Is keep those men great. It's not one man's take. It's not one man's take. Basically what I'm saying is you can be drugged down so the people on top stay in control. Or you can start looking around, visiting the states. If you have a backpack on in the United States, you're called a bum. If you have a backpack on in Europe, you're a pilgrim.
Now imagine if we had a designated walkway that the community made sure stayed safe, if not with peaceful measures, but in rougher areas, I don't know, maybe a guard on display. If you walk through a town and the real is danger, it'd be nice to be able to walk through and have a night, lay down with strangers and have a nice conversation about simple things that are affecting their community and how things could change. And if more of these networks were all set up, then we'd start to reach out and see other people's needs, their worth. There is no disposable people. There is no better, no worse. We're all in this together. And we need to understand that God is in the people. That is not just a term. You are in heaven now. Who knows what's next? Who knows what earth? Who knows what place? What divine majesty awaits? I do believe in God, and I know no coincidences ever have taken place. This is a fact. I've seen it so many times. I agree, so true. But I am convinced by me. That does not mean I can convince you. And what I will say at this long-winded rant, start to become your own person, see more of the land. If you do, you'll take on a better response. Now, you will not be a slave, but in a cubicle these days, typing on shit that absolutely may mean something today on paper, but nothing tomorrow. Build something, do something, be something, work with something, understand the trade, understand the trades, understand your gifts should be on display, not criticized on the ether for all just be dismayed, but actual works you've done, crafts you've made, things you've created, prepared, displayed, those are yours. Show them, be brave, because you, young man, are better off these days. So I'm going to spell this out as simply as I possibly can. There is a cure for the homeless. It's humanity, man. It's humanity. If we set up a 10-acre ranch, set up double high connexes, different sizes, man, charge $100, $200, $300 a month. Poor little dog. He's an old dog. You okay, Chadwell? I can keep a dog alive for 20 years. Yeah. I pray for him. He's my best friend. Human beings are dying on the street. Dying. We don't see the graves. We don't hear those statistics. But those people out in tents, it's cold outside. It's raining. It's winter time. We can't be all for everyone. We can set up complexes 10 miles long, double high, make them livable inside, take the back lot, make irrigation, drain fields. $100 a month means someone $17 an hour can survive, live, and thrive. The community set up, the security, the hospitals that are empty, fill them up. FEMA needs to be called in. This is an emergency, and somehow we continue. Trust me, it's not Pfizer or I. I'm a pure blood. The churches would just open their doors. We set up Camino. They walk church to church. We bring our clothes to them, forget the goodwill. It's outpaced everyone. Now it's a marketable business. It's no longer affecting. That's weird. I just noticed my eye likes to twitch. It's a concerning sight, I'm sure. Who knows what I've got. Anyway, so imagine getting on a trail that's made safe and you stop town to town, city to city, state to state, walking. New shoes, clothing are provided. Stopping at night to sleep on the church floor with mats rolled out. Sobered and clean up. Close the border, get the drugs out. I'm not against all drugs, don't get me wrong. I just think once you're gone, you're gone. If there's no way that humanity can bring you back, we can just pray for you, man. But if we set up connexes in these kind of villages and we let people move in out of their cars and it was warm and Amish style buildings above, keep the weather out, live in a connex, community reach out. Where did our government leave us? Why are the people ignoring this? Body bags are stacking and no one hears about them. It's so sad. It's so easy to fix. Nobody wants to work. Well, shut down the social systems. All right. That's my homeless rant. What if we quit all our wars? We don't let these people try to control the world and we say no more. Their money would mean nothing. The Gateses, the rest, it wouldn't make any difference. It wouldn't. We just don't listen no more. Don't take their drugs. Don't take their vaccines unless they actually do something that can be proven and they're not given massive side effects. So if we quit all our wars and we picked up just one, we bombed the cartel and we hit them hard, the United States just said no more. We crush them at the border. And then we lock it down. When we pay the triangle in the bottom of South America, we should be paying and seeing forensic audits what that money went to. Also help build their security, build their nation, make the buses come on time, make sure 50 million can migrate back. And these 50 million, they know what the United States was like. They know about the infrastructure. They could insist that it's brought down there. We have a sister nation in Canada. We don't need slaves up here. We need to get our people working. Forget the past. It's gone. You're not going to get it back. Okay, there is no reparations. Because if we start doing that, my grandpa was a slave. In a modern day, he worked in a coal mine for script. Meaning he didn't have any United States currency. He couldn't move away. His family was stuck paying the mines, working in the coal mines. He only got out by poaching deer and selling them to move his family here in Seattle to work for Boeing as a welder. His name's on the moon, is Heike Kola, and I'm Heike Kola's grandson. We have a way to solve our problems, but we have to agree on something. And it's not by zip code. What if our education system really did its job? We split up the property taxes for schools evenly along the state so a rising tide would lift all boats. What then? What then? We insist on PE, physical education, not the fantasies of Peter Pan. God bless. I'm just like, I sit here and it's so easy to fix, and it's not about me, man. It's about us, the community. God bless.